Sorry.
It's not good enough.
I know. I've let Abby down big time. Do you want to explain?
Cavan's a dickhead.
Not far wrong. I did a bad thing.
You did a bad thing. Okay. The start of this story goes all the way back to, I think it was last week, where Cavan, normally I'm in charge of the socials. I'm a socials gal.
Yeah, it's true.
Cavan did a story on the socials which said we're taking a break.
Yeah.
We're not having an episode
Which
this
was
week,
true.
Which was very true. There will be one next week.
Which was true at the time I said it. There was going to be an we weren't planning on taking a 2-week break, but it turned into that.
We had a recording session planned on Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay. And I text Cavan and say, "What time are you getting here?" And he goes, "This is, I would say, about 3:15 in the afternoon." He goes, "Oh, how about 4? Is that too early?" Abby being Abby on a Saturday.
We hadn't arranged a time. We just knew it would be on Saturday.
On a Saturday. Yeah.
So fair enough that 3:15 you're going,
yeah.
well, probably should just like check when it is.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
That is not the issue.
No.
I was like, "Oh yeah, okay. If I get my butt in gear, I can be ready for 4:00. Let's do it." At 4:00, I'm not quite ready yet, but I'm about 10 minutes off. I text Cavan and I go, "Give me 15, I'll be there." 15 minutes pass. And I'm like, "I'm ready whenever you are. Let me know when you get here."
You got ready in a hurry as well, because obviously I'm coming around in like half an hour or so. I imagine you're sprinting around the house getting ready in a mad panic.
Yeah, it was a bit of a mad panic, I won't lie. Yeah.
Except there was one issue. I thought we were meeting on Sunday, not Saturday.
I just got a text after I said, "I'm ready when you are." It was, "Oh shit, are we meeting today?" And I was like,
I had in my calendar that it was on Sunday. For ages, I've had it in my calendar recording PPP.
So we
Sunday.
had planned, we'd penciled in the Sunday, so I'll let you off.
Okay.
But then we'd penciled in the Sunday previous, yeah, but then you couldn't do the Sunday previous. So then that's when we took our little break for a week. And then you said, "How about next Sunday?" And I said, "I can't do Sunday. It'll have to be Saturday."
I just
And
moved
you
it
said,
1 week. That's all I've
Saturday
done.
night, I went, "Yeah, sure, let's go."
Yeah, and there was WhatsApp messages to prove it. I could have just scrolled up and seen WhatsApp messages. But here's the thing. All week, my girlfriend, who I can reveal is... we've had a conversation and basically she doesn't need her name bleeped anymore. So my girlfriend, Hannah...
Wait!
Yeah, her name is Hannah. Was telling me all week, like, "Are you sure? Are you sure it's not Saturday?" And I'm going very confidently, no, it's Sunday. Trust me, it's Sunday. Like, I've got it in my calendar. Look, Sunday. I could have just gone onto our WhatsApp conversation, me and Abby, and just scrolled up and I would have seen it was Saturday. I was so brazenly confident going, no, it's definitely Sunday, right up until... Abby is
I was like...
ready, microphone screwed to the table, ready and waiting for me to arrive. And I'm in Yorkshire doing a magic gig going, "What?" What?
Disgusting.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. But so after we'd had this conversation and whatever, and we'd figured out that we would be able to do it in the week or whatever, we'd rearranged to a certain extent. And then I get a message on Instagram from Hannah, Cavan's girlfriend. And we don't message loads, we haven't messaged a lot. So I saw it and was like, "Oh God, is there something wrong? What's going on?" Open it, and she has messaged me the most hilarious. I was literally sat there going,
What did she message? I don't even know. What she said. This obviously happened without me.
I'll just read it out. It's really good. I was weeing.
A figure of speech, I hope.
Oh, sorry. It wasn't actually weeing.
You say that when you mean dying of laughter, yeah. Basically, I told you so. Or I told him so.
And she basically said that she asked Cavan this morning. I asked Cavan this morning, "What time are you seeing Abby today?" And he was like, "I'm not seeing her today. I'm seeing her tomorrow." And I was like, "No, you definitely told me you were seeing her on Saturday." And he was so convinced that he was right. He refused to double check with you, even though I was like, please check with her because I swear you're meant to be seeing her today. We literally argued over it. So this was definitely Cavan being an idiot, not your fault, as even I knew it was meant to be Saturday.
Oh no, she should just sub in. It should just be her. What am I even doing? I don't deserve to be
So I was
here.
like, thank you for attempting to make him check. Like, you know. And then she just went, it was a great I told you so moment. I was like, I'm glad that I've given you and I told you so.
We need like a strike system. I'm definitely on 1 strike here. And I think 3 strikes and you're off the pod. I think that's how it works. So I've only got 2 more and literally I'll be out. And you'll just have to get probably like, I don't know, Flo or someone. Another friend of Abby. Just
It'll be like James Bond and we'll just keep changing the casting on a regular basis.
Yeah, 100%.
The new best friend.
Yeah, and you'll just have to deal with it.
Yeah.
Just,
There's nothing you can do.
Can you imagine if both of us have gone and then
It's just
the
someone
the
different.
channel takes off, they get millions of subscribers. It's like, wow.
It would be
we were the issue.
Yeah, but actually it wouldn't happen because most of our views come from people thinking that you were Daniel Radcliffe.
That is true. That is true. I feel like I should we should play into that one time and sort
You
of
need to be buying a costume
doing
and
some
dressing up.
deep fake stuff, if
Yeah.
that's even ethical. I don't know, but will make me really look like Daniel
Yeah,
Radcliffe.
I do now on all of the socials. Hashtag Daniel Radcliffe. Hashtag Harry Potter.
Really?
Of course I bloody do.
Oh, well played.
Of course
well
I
played.
bloody
You
do.
may as well. You may as
Yeah.
well. I should do it on YouTube. I really should.
You should do.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway.
We're here now. He's made it finally. Bless
Well,
him.
because it's like my house, I've got no choice. You had to, the only
I
way
had to come to you.
the only way it can happen now is you coming to me. I'm just some slug who just sits here. It's like, you come to me, sitting here like Jabba the Hutt, doing a podcast, refusing to go anywhere. Well, actually, I've moved
that
from that
mean-
sofa to this sofa,
Oh,
so
yeah.
different
I was
person.
going to say, does that mean I have to wear the shitty bikini?
Let's not go there. Let's not go there. Forget I ever said it. Oh, Jesus.
Nobody
Anyway.
needs to see that.
That's the Halloween special.
Oh my god, that would be so funny.
Me in like prosthetics as Jabba the Hutt.
Cavan the Hutt.
Oh god. Oh, I'm just picturing that and it's not good. Anyway, we've been on holiday. Well, I've been on holiday. You've been on trips.
I have been on trips.
I've been on a lot of things. I mentioned in the last episode I was doing a lot of things.
Yes, and we are back with our
Oh.
theme park review, which we need to talk about.
We need a jingle for. We need like a
Diddly-dee-dee-dee-dee-doo.
Cavan&abbie's roller coaster review.
That's quite good.
Quite
I like
good.
that.
That's quite good. That's now going to play any time we talk about Chessington or anywhere like that. Cavan&abbie's roller coaster review.
Diddly-doo. Yeah, it has to have like a
Yeah.
We'll just use those sound bites and make something wacko.
Yeah. I'll send that to you. You're
Yeah,
the musical
yeah.
person. You can
I shall create.
compose something.
Doodly-doo-doo.
Proper Hans Zimmer. Cavan&abbie's roller coaster review.
Oh my gosh, we have gone on a tangent. Anyway.
Yeah, I know. This isn't even caffeinated. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, before we get into the roller coaster review, I want to tell you some very interesting.
Too many knees. I went for double knees.
I want to tell you some information that I think you'll appreciate.
Go on.
This right here, for the audio listeners, I'm holding my cup of coffee.
ASMR, yeah.
ASMR. Is my first cup of coffee of the day, and it is nearly 7 o'clock at night. You're welcome.
At night? 7 o'clock at night? What an interesting way of phrasing that. At night? 7 o'clock at night? That gives me the ick, that genuinely gives me the ick. I don't know why.
Sure, it's 7 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock at night. There's 2 7 o'clocks. You've
I'd
got to
say
differentiate.
seven in the evening, you know? I know it's picky, but 7 at night? It's not night, it's sunny out.
It's not normally. We're in England.
Yeah, no, but for half the year it pretty much is.
7 o'clock at night. 7 is.
All right,
7 is like,
let us know down in the comments. Is it 7 in the morning? Well, yeah, it's always 7
Always
in the
7 in
morning.
the morning.
Always 7 in the morning. But is
7
it
in the
7 in the
AM.
evening or 7 at night?
7 o'clock at night. It's not 7 at night. It's
I think you
7
can
o'clock at
say
night.
like 10 o'clock at night. Maybe 9 o'clock at night I'd accept, but 7 is too
8
early.
o'clock at
Because
night.
when does the night begin? Are you saying 4 o'clock at night? Because that's definitely 4 a.m.
No, that's 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right, so when does it switch? Is
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock at night is still 5 a.m. in my opinion.
5 o'clock in the afternoon, 6 o'clock at night.
I'd say 5 is the night, and 6, you're now talking about the morning, right?
Yeah, which is what I mean. So you
Yeah.
would say 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So
5 o'clock in the afternoon,
So
but 6
anything
o'clock
from
at
like
night. Is that
1
what you're
o'clock
saying?
in the morning, okay, up until
Riveting.
noon, 12 o'clock in the morning, as in, like, no, because 12 o'clock in the morning is midnight,
Yeah,
yeah, 12 o'clock in the afternoon,
yeah.
that's when it shifts. All of them
Definitely.
are mornings,
Agree.
right? Then it goes to 5 o'clock in the afternoon,
Okay.
then it goes to 6 o'clock in the evening.
Oh, 6 o'clock's evening, not
Yeah.
night. Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, no, night, I would say night.
Yeah, you would say night. You see, you're wrong. You're wrong.
Yeah, maybe 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the evening. Yeah, but evening's a long word.
Evening is.
I was just being short.
Yeah. Anyway, Thorpe Park was good. To get back to the roller coaster review.
So you
Sorry.
went to Thorpe Park when
Park, yes.
the storm hit.
Oh yeah,
And so
big time.
I was with
Yeah.
Rob, because obviously he's like roller coaster
Roller-coaster
boss.
Rob. Yeah,
Roller coaster
that's
Rob.
That's his name
Wow.
now. He'll love that.
That's so funny.
He will love that.
He will. So roller coaster Rob was like, all of the theme parks are closing because of the wind. They
Yeah.
can't. They can run in rain. They can run in snow. They can't run in wind. Like, it's one of the main things. And I was like, oh my god, Cav is literally at Thorpe Park today. So did it affect you?
It did. It did, but
Oh,
not
no.
like terribly. We were quite lucky with it. So early on, everything was open, everything was fine, everything was running.
Good.
First thing we went on, I mean, I'm not going to go into too much detail. I know some
I want a
people
full
don't care.
itinerary.
Well, first thing we went on was Stealth, right?
I've never been to Thorpe Park.
Oh,
so
so
I don't know
Stealth-
what these things
Stealth
are.
is...
Just turning this on silent.
Yeah, please do.
Sorry,
Should,
what
al-
professional
it
of
should
me.
already be handed into the invigilator upon arrival. They were being examined, by the way. Is that... Anyway, what?
Fail.
What am I saying? Stealth. We went on Stealth, which is the fastest and I believe the tallest roller coaster in the UK.
Yes, because they're building a new one, aren't they?
But yeah, we saw the new one, but it wasn't up and running. They've just done
They've
the first
just started
test
testing,
recently.
yeah.
When we were there, we could see it, but it wasn't doing anything. But that was cool. But no, that wasn't affected by the wind, and we
And that was the first one you went on, the
yeah.
biggest one.
Oh yeah, straight for that one. It was like,
Damn.
let's get it over and done with. All right.
Was it good? Did you enjoy it?
I was surprisingly good. Now,
Good boy.
I feel like I've now broken into a new phase of existence. Because,
Blimey.
yeah, I know, it's getting deep.
That's
It's getting
deep.
deep. Yeah, you didn't expect this from a roller coaster review, but
Go on.
I am a different person now when it comes to roller coasters.
You know what? No, I can totally agree because you know, when we were talking about like Alton Towers and stuff,
Yeah,
I went on 13. I went on all these things,
Oh,
and
yeah,
I
yeah,
remember, like the last time I'd been to Alton Towers, I must have been about 10 before then, and I remember seeing 13 and going, I am never going on that.
Never in
ever.
my life.
And actually, I absolutely loved it, and we did it in the pitch dark. It was amazing. It was so good. Like, and I really want to go back, but I can't because of my back.
Yes.
Currently.
Yes.
Because Roller Coaster Rob is so excited to go on Nemesis Reborn.
Oh, I bet.
Oh
I bet.
my, it's all he is talking about. Like, we see adverts for it and he's like, I'm like, yeah, I know. So he's going with his friends. 'cause
We
I
went
can't
on
go.
Nemesis. That was very good because
Yeah.
there's a Nemesis at Thorpe
Yeah,
Park
yeah,
now.
yeah.
They've done that. They were all really, really good. There wasn't a single one. Well, actually, there was.
Oh.
I tell a lie. There wasn't a
Oh.
single one that I didn't enjoy.
Okay.
I enjoyed them all.
Good.
Stealth, in the queue for roller coasters, I used to be
I'm
palms
still
sweating,
like that.
knees weak, mum spaghetti, all of that stuff. I used to hate it. I used to be absolutely shitting myself.
I'm
right?
still like that though.
Yeah, really, really bad. And now, Hannah, who took me on all these things to begin with and
Yeah.
got me into roller coasters, is now more scared than me. In some certain circumstances, on Stealth, she seemed more nervous than I did.
wow.
I was getting into the seat, and we were front. We were at the front of Stealth.
That's actually better to be at the front. It's a nicer ride always at the front of roller coasters.
Have you seen Stealth?
No?
It goes from 0 to 80 in under 2 seconds.
I don't think I could do that.
It just bolts you forward,
Like
then goes
Reacher.
vertically up, and then vertically down. That's all it does. It's over in about 20 seconds, but it is terrifying. It's meant to be. But
I don't think I could do that, especially after Iron Man.
on the front, first roller coaster of the day, just grip it, and you can just see straight track ahead of you. You can see where it goes up, see where it goes down. There's no going back at that point.
No, thank you.
It's scary, but I was just like laughing my way through it. I was just like, this is gonna be mental.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be fine, but it's gonna be
You
mad.
have got to mind over matter on a lot of roller coaster, I think. Like
100%.
on Galactica, which used to be air at Alton Towers, the one where you're like lying down.
Oh yeah,
where it goes zoop, and you're lying down. I
and you're
was
just looking down.
terrified, but actually on the way round, I just kept going, I'm flying. And
Yeah.
the more I went, I'm flying, I was like, oh, this is so much fun. I'm flying.
It's so much of a mental thing.
Yeah.
Physically, you go through the same thing. It's just all in your head, you know. But yeah, it was really, really cool. The only thing I want to talk about though,
go on.
is the one that was rubbish.
Oh.
That was genuinely
Like bad.
Like that just was unenjoyable in any respect.
Oh dear.
Because it was the ghost train.
Leave ghost trains alone. I love a ghost train.
Now, hear me out. Ghost train, right? It used to be Darren Brown's ghost train. It used to be fully done by Darren Brown.
Right.
And when I arrived to Thorpe Park, I thought it still was, because I knew there was still a ghost train. I'm a huge fan of Darren Brown, obviously, and I knew that he'd done a load of work on this like super expensive psychological thing. Someone we were going with had already been on it and was raving about how good it was. There's like VR headsets and like loads of actors and like effects coming at you and stuff.
Oh, cool.
But like it's decked out to be a London Underground carriage, and there's a really cool story saying all this stuff. And saying about this like twist at the end.
Right.
It's like, there's this incredible twist that you won't see coming. And I was like, I'm bloody looking forward to this. And I was like, can you just without ruining it, like tell me a little bit about it? And she was like, when you think it's over, it's not.
Yeah.
And I was like, cool. That's all I need to know. I'm excited. So I go on this ghost train in the queue, still thinking it's Darren Brown's ghost train.
Yeah.
But obviously you've got a lot of time in the queue to think about things. And so I'm looking around, reading the signs and going, I can't see a mention of Darren Brown anywhere. So I'm doing a little Googling. Turns out it's no longer Darren Brown's ghost train. It is now just Ghost Train by Thorpe Park. Darren Brown's thing was, I assume, basically too expensive to keep going, too complicated.
It sounds mega.
and possibly too frightening as well, because I think there was some like complaints that like it's actually kind of pushed it a bit too far. Which,
got you.
You know, you're signing up to go on a terrifying ghost train with a man who is, you know, wicked in his ways. But I'm in the queue at this point. There's no going back.
No.
So I'm sort of a bit like, okay, well, it'll still be good. Maybe they've just removed the Darren Brown branding because not everyone knows who he is. You know, whatever. There's a ton of reasons. So I'm in the queue and I get into the experience and... You know, it starts off pretty damn good. I'm not going to lie. It starts off good. There's like a hologram that just appears in front of you. This like 3D ghost character. I'm like, oh God, this is good. Like, that's pretty cool. I don't really know how that's happening, but that was the peak of it. It was 100% downhill from there. The acting was fine, but it wasn't great.
What was it? Are you like sat? Is it like a movie theater? Are you sat down just watching stuff, or is it moving? Are you in a car?
It's like
moving?
a walking through kind of thing. So you start off in a waiting room, a train waiting room. This ghost figure tells you a bit about the story. It's like, okay, cool. You just kind of establishes things. Then you go from the waiting room to the actual train. Now, what I will say is that clearly all of the set and everything hasn't changed from when it was the Darren Brown thing. They've kept that up, obviously. Why would they rip it down? So it looks fantastic. It looks like a tube compartment. It looks like you're in a tube station, but like all horror and like overgrown and rotting and stuff. It's brilliant. Like the set is fantastic.
Cool.
So I was just taking that in and appreciating that. And you go into this like tube compartment, and again, it is just meticulously done, but all like fake stations, like a fake tube line with ghostly names and stuff. And it looks fantastic. And I sit down, and basically, it's just a sort of a bunch of actors that like run around. There's no VR headsets. There's no effects that fly at you. It's literally a tube compartment that rolls one way into the darkness, and these actors are running around going, bah, bah, bah. And it's like a little bit cringe. I'm like biting my lip trying not to laugh. And then it rolls back the other way and you get off the tube compartment. You go to another line, like you change lines, which is kind of cool because, there's more set and stuff. And then the same thing happens again. You get on another tube compartment and it rolls one way, and you can like feel it just roll one way. And there's like sounds of the train and stuff, but it's not scary. The actors run around and go blah a little bit more, and then it rolls back, and then you exit. And I'm at this point thinking, here we go. This is the bloody twist coming. It's not going to be over.
Oh.
I've heard now, because of
yeah,
whispering in the
yeah.
queue, I've heard that you get into the gift shop and it's not a real gift shop.
Oh, that would be...
Which
that's
is a
cool.
phenomenal idea. What an idea. You
That's
get
a
into the...
really good idea.
And so I'm heading into this gift shop thinking, I'm pretty sure I know what's about to happen here.
Yeah.
There's going to be one final jump scare before you actually exit. Nope. It's a gift shop.
Oh.
And then you leave. And there were people who had been on it before going, what? It's over? It was almost a double twist for them because they were expecting...
They were like,
They were expecting this genius ending, which was apparently the best bit of it that had remained without all the VRs, and they hadn't even included that. And one person coming off it said, I've had scarier experiences on the actual London Underground. Which was totally accurate because it was rubbish. It was so bad. It was just people running around. It was sitting on a tube compartment watching people run around. And yeah, you do see worse things like that on the actual London Underground. It was balmy. I was expecting a VR absolutely mind-melting experience, and instead I was just...
It was a bit shit.
It was a bit cringe, really.
Oh, that's a shame, because I do love a ghost train.
Yeah.
I love a spooky.
I wish I'd been there when it was Darren Brown's one, because it sounds like it was absolutely mad. But alas,
what a
it wasn't.
shame.
So, yeah.
I'm glad the rest of it was good.
Yeah,
though.
I mean, I'm talking about the negative experience because it's quite funny, but the rest of Thorpe Park was just brilliant. I also did Chaos Carts, which we spoke about in the last one.
to do it. Rob's like, let's go.
Brilliant, let's do it. Brilliant. I mean,
Please,
second
I
time
wanna
it's
do it.
brilliant. I won't dwell on that too long because it was great. I also did the Crystal Maze experience.
That was what you were doing, like, literally straight after last time, wasn't
Yeah.
it? How was that?
That was good. That was good. I think...
Did you, like, win? Is that a thing you... Is it a winning thing?
No, basically you just like take part and
Do
you
you like
do
puzzles
and you
and
do
stuff?
well and you do puzzles
Oh,
and stuff.
okay.
Yeah, and it was good. It was really, really good. I think possibly like we were in a group of 4 and there was another group of 4 put with us. So there were like 8 of us, and that was too many because basically you didn't really get to do much. Most of the time you were watching other people. Half of the time you didn't know the other people, obviously, because
That's
there
hard.
were
That's
4
hard.
strangers. So it was like, but you know, the actor person who was taking us round doing it was good, and the set again was really, really good, and it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah.
There was one funny moment. I was put up for this like physical task, and it was like a laser thing.
Oh, okay,
And I was
cool.
like, oh my
That's
God,
ace.
I've got to like
That's epic.
crawl and dodge over the lasers. I was like, this is a bit of a dream come true here. So I'm like gearing up. I'm like, hell yeah. And you can hit 3 lasers before you're out. So I'm like, okay. Right, I'm going to take
Gives
this
you a bit of...
slow and steady. And I like step in, boom, hit the first laser. I'm like, what? I'm literally not even near a laser. What is going on? Like, I can't see where the lasers are. It's dark. There's like this thin beam of light. Boom, hit a second laser. I'm not even, I'm next to the door. Like, what? I try and step over another one. Boom, hit the third laser. I'm out. I'm not even, I mean, literally, when I say I've taken about 2 steps, not even that, and I'm done. And they go, right, well, you failed that one a bit quick. Does anyone else want to have a go? And in the other group of 4, there was a little kid. He did the whole task in about 10 seconds. He just dodged under the lasers and got the crystal and walked out. I was like, how has little Spider-Man here managed to do it? And I haven't. I hit all 3 lasers. And he just like, basically, you know that Doctor Who episode where the Doctor's daughter, she does all the flips? He basically did that. He just tumbled through it with ease. I'm like, that is the most humiliating thing. This 6-year-old has absolutely shown me up as the fraud I am. So yeah, I enjoyed the Crystal Maze. No, actually, it was fun. It was fun. That was just the worst task. I was the worst at the worst task.
That really makes me giggle.
I did some other ones really well, though.
Good.
But I won't talk about those because it's not funny.
Do you like escape rooms? Do you do escape rooms?
I've done 1 escape room before.
Only one?
I'd love to do more. Yeah, I'd love to do more. I like the concept of them, but
I ran an escape room for my boyfriend and our friends.
Go on, how'd you do that?
So, he plays Dungeons and Dragons, right?
Yeah.
And they've got a YouTube channel, Dungeon Gamers, go check it out. And they have like this campaign or whatever that they've been running, but they've not played in a while. It's kind of, dipped a bit. And I was like, oh, I really want to play with you guys. Like, I'd love to play some D&D. And Jack, the guy who DMs it, was like, ace, but I don't really want to DM like for this one.
Is that Dungeon Master?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like run it. And I was like, no problem. Rob was like, why don't you do it? So I was like, okay, I'll try. Like, I'll write a one shot. I'll do one for you guys. Give it a go. See what happens. And so I was like, okay, I'll write a one shot. And so I did.
What's a one shot for?
I don't know what literally
a
happens in one session. So a campaign will happen over multiple sessions.
I see.
And tell like a long story. Whereas a one shot is like a film rather than a series to a certain extent.
Gotcha. I don't know anything about Dungeons and Dragons,
Yeah.
so I just like to clarify.
We did, and I ran it, and it was like a kind of, it wasn't proper Dungeons and Dragons, obviously, because it was homebrew, so it was like I made it up.
Right.
And it was like an escape room where they woke up and they didn't know who they were, they didn't know their names, they just had numbers. And then throughout the night, throughout the thing, they had to like work out who they were. I'd like written specific puzzles for them to do, like with props and letters and like hidden things. They all like separated into different rooms at one point, and they were on the phone to each other.
Oh my
like,
God.
Doing
Whoa.
puzzles. Like, it was so cool, and I was so nervous before we did it. I was like, oh, what if they hate it? What if it's rubbish?
Yeah.
But they loved it. It was so much fun to do.
Wow.
It was epic. It was
That
so
sounds
cool.
so cool.
It was really
I can
good.
imagine you'd be really good at doing
It was really, really fun.
that's your
Because we've
forte,
done
that.
like quite a few. I mean, they are like massive into their escape rooms. And then ever since I've been with Rob, like for the past year, then we've done like all the escape rooms together. And like us four are like the escape room group.
Yeah.
And so I was like, fuck it. I know that they love escape rooms. I know that they love like tabletop roleplay stuff. Let's just go for that.
Wow.
And like from the get-go, when I was like, because the difficulty is with like Dungeons and Dragons and all that kind of stuff, is like when people don't feel comfortable with the role-playing element of it. But because they are like seasoned players and all trained actors, I might add, mwah, chef's kiss, I literally went, you wake up, and they went, and just boom, straight into it, chatting with each other, role-playing, and I was like, yes, this is amazing.
That's nice.
It was so good.
That's nice.
It was so good.
Wow.
It was good.
I think I would like Dungeons and Dragons.
I think you would.
But
I think you'd really like it.
I've never dungeoned nor dragoned. So I would love to. I would love to know about it.
It's really, really good, and it's really fun. Like, there's so much you can do with it.
Yeah.
It's just, I love it. And I haven't played loads. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like a seasoned player. I don't play loads and loads. I played when I was at drama school, but then kind of when we got busy and stuff, it just fell apart.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But it's so good, and I think you would really enjoy it. It's so much fun. It's just like, I get proper giddy. It's ace. It's so good.
Oh my God, amazing.
Yeah, it's
amazing.
really good. It's really good.
Where else have you been on your travels?
We went to Chester. So for Christmas, my parents had bought me and my boyfriend a night away in Chester.
Nice.
And so we went, when did we, like last week. It was really fun. We went to Chester Zoo, which was amazing.
Chester Zoo, for the non-UK listeners, Chester Zoo is
an amazing
like a
zoo.
Yeah, it's like a sort of British landmark, I guess.
Definitely.
Yeah,
It's like conservation, and they do loads of like amazing things.
It's a zoo, believe it or not. It's a zoo. You know what a zoo is, but it's, I don't know. There's something about it that's like
so
more
good.
famous than other zoos, isn't it? It's like the zoo of Britain. I don't know why.
It's amazing though, and we had such a good time. And because we went like midweek, like in the school term, it was just like empty, and it was amazing. It was so nice.
I guess zoos can't really like shut down, can they? They can't really close for a season.
No.
They're just like, because
I mean, it wasn't like completely empty. There were other people there, obviously, but like
animals as well.
Yeah, animals. But like sometimes for Chester Zoo, like you just can't move.
Yeah,
it's
the
like
only times I've
sardines.
ever been, I've only ever seen it packed.
Yeah, whereas this was so nice, and we just like we did like something ridiculous, like nearly 28,000 steps or something.
Oh,
stupid.
yeah.
It's huge.
But you do at places like theme parks and zoos. You
do.
walk a hell of a lot without realizing it.
Yeah. And so it was amazing. We saw loads and loads of things. It was so cool. But then we arrived there at 11 o'clock in the morning. Funny. And then left the park. Sorry.
Why is that funny?
Harking back to our previous conversation about morning and nighttime and evening and God knows what else.
I was like, why is
that funny?
arriving at the zoo at 11 in the morning? Is that a taboo I don't know about?
Did I miss something?
There's one thing you never do at Chester Zoo. It's arrive at 11 in the morning.
Well, it opened at 10. We arrived at 11.
I see.
And then it closes at 5 when we were there. And so it literally got to like 4:45. And Rob's favourite animal on the planet is a red panda. He loves a red panda.
Red Panda Rob. Red Panda roller coaster Rob. He's developing a real character for himself.
He really is. But they are like so cute. Have you ever seen a red panda?
I've seen red pandas.
They're just amazing.
Yeah,
they are
like
really
little, aren't they?
cute.
Yeah.
Like, but we hadn't seen one, so we walked past the red panda enclosure earlier.
Yeah.
And
They were
it
out.
wasn't
They were
out.
doing the shopping.
Yeah, they were,
Yeah.
seeing their Uncle Bob from down the road.
Exactly.
And so we kind of looped rounded, whatever, and he was like, I've not seen a red panda. We need to go back to the red panda enclosure. And I looked on the thing and I was like, Rob, it's like a 14-minute walk away. And bearing in mind, this is like 4:45.
Oh, no.
And he was like, we can do it. We can make it. Now, for those of you who haven't caught up with the previous episodes, I have a bad back, right? And one of the residual things from my bad back currently is like a trapped nerve thing in my knee.
You just need to start again.
Honestly,
you
it's
just
like
need,
nerve compression from my back hurting my knee.
Oh my god.
So I'm in fucking agony at this point because we've done so much walking. It's the most walking, the most exercise I have done since my back went 4 weeks ago or whatever.
Oh my god.
Like, I'm like, oh my god. So I'm holding on to Rob for dear life whilst we plough through Chester Zoo trying to get to the bloody red panda. Like, oh my god.
Did you see a red panda though?
It wasn't fucking there.
No.
We got there literally at 5 o'clock.
Oh.
And it wasn't out. It wasn't there. And we were absolutely gutted. We were so upset.
That's sad.
But then because we were there and we were like halfway across the park from the entrance, we were like, we can just walk back gently now, can't we? Yeah. They're not going to kick us out. They're not going to lock us in.
No, exactly.
We've seen what we want to see. No one's turned us around again. So we then just, gently walked back and I was in slightly less pain. But
yeah, how is it now? Still bad?
yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there.
Have you got an answer as to what it is with your back?
Yeah. So so on the episode when I wore the corset, I thought that I'd sprained my back, right? I thought that I'd sprained the joint, which was like my pelvis joint to a certain extent, but like my spine rather than my hip, because it had all locked up, and that was why I was in loads of pain and why I couldn't move properly. Yeah. I then went to the chiropractor and he loosened that off. And
were you on one of those TikTok videos where they go
literally
they just destroy someone?
Yeah. It's when they do it to dogs. I love watching dog chiropractor videos. It really makes me happy inside.
Is that okay? Is that morally okay? Are the dogs wanting that?
Yeah, it doesn't hurt them
because the
at all.
dogs always go, what the hell have you just done to me? Like,
yeah,
what?
because have you ever been to a chiropractor?
No.
Well, yeah, you get that as a human being as well, because it's like they put you in a specific position and then they go breathe in, breathe out, and then they, push or pull or whatever they do, and you feel your spine crack, not crack, but you know what I mean? You feel it pop, you feel it release.
I hate the idea of it.
The neck is the worst. I love it, but loads of people hate it, where they literally just get hold of your neck and they don't even tell you. They literally just release your neck and then just go, and it goes down your neck.
Oh, how's that good for you? I don't understand. It goes against my instincts.
It just releases all the tension. It's all about tension in your spine. Anyway. So all of this had locked up on my pelvis, right? He released it. And then for the next however many days, I was in absolute agony.
Well, yeah, because he's broken your back.
No, he hasn't broken.
Because he's broken
same
your
as
back
clicking your
for
fingers.
TikTok views.
It's-
That's right, chiropractors. I'm calling you out. You're all breaking people's backs for views on
Can
TikTok.
I just clarify? I'm not, because you're really helping me with my back injury. So, love you, chiropractors.
I don't believe in chiropractors. There, I said it. I think they're frauds.
Well, I don't believe in you.
Good
You're
one.
gonna fail in Latin, don't you?
Good one. For clarification, I'm being slightly sarcastic about the chiropractor thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, the thing is, on the
That's-
internet, if you say something like that, people will
Yeah. They'll-
defend
they'll-
chiropractors furiously. I just don't fully understand it. Is that such a crime?
Well, you've never had it, so you wouldn't.
No.
It's like I don't really understand
Bring a
osteopaths.
chiropractor on for an episode and get cracking.
Spring, that's funny. Spring Patrick the chiropractor. He's my chiropractor's called Patrick.
Oh, well, get Patrick
Get
on
Patrick
then.
on.
Yeah.
But anyway, so he'd released this, and I was in loads of pain. I went back and I was like, look, it's not got any better. If anything, it's got worse. And he was like, okay, now I know what it is, because he basically thought that because it had, no, but he couldn't tell until he released it. It's one of those things of
Can
like,
you imagine if a qualified doctor did that?
He is a qualified
Amputated your
doctor.
leg and then went, well, I didn't solve it. What should we do next?
No, okay.
Clearly it's not that should have been done. Let's take out your appendix next. And you go, no, that's not it either, doctor.
so it's the equivalent of like if you thought you had appendicitis,
Yeah.
and then you had a CT scan and your appendix wasn't inflamed. That's basically what he was doing.
Right.
He did the first thing, which just released my back. It didn't hurt me at all. It wasn't harmful. He just released the tension.
I see.
But basically, what had happened is my body had tensed to protect the disc that was behind. So I had scabbed my disc, which your disc is like the fleshy bit that's in between your vertebrae.
Oh, God.
So when you get a slipped disc, that's when it hemorrhages. That's when it comes out. Mine is not like that, but it has been damaged. It's been like hurt. And that's why my pelvis had gone around it to protect it. So he then was like, okay, where it is, he was like, we wouldn't have been able to see this unless we had an MRI. And I don't want you to go for an MRI
Oh my
kind
God.
of thing. Anyway, so he was like, cool, we now know what it is. Don't move, don't breathe, don't think, don't walk, don't talk, don't anything for the next. That was me for the next 4 to 6 weeks.
If we had to do an episode where you were just like this for the whole time, you didn't say anything.
I think it would probably be our most popular episode.
Just me cracking jokes. Cracking. Chiropractor. How many times can I do that pun? Oh, dear.
But anyway, that's what I've got. So I'm now at about week 4, I would say, of my 4 to 6 weeks.
Well, please do keep us informed every episode. We're so
You
fascinated.
literally
No.
asked. I'm pretty sure I explained this last fucking episode
Yeah.
as well. The people at home are like, skip,
No, I asked.
skip.
I asked, but I was hoping for a cheerful explanation. And instead, you're using words like hemorrhaged, and it's like,
Oh, give up. Yeah, but mine hasn't. Mine's just scabbed.
oh, well, that's all right then.
Moist.
It's only scabbed.
Plinth.
Plinth?
Moist.
Do you
I
not
was
like
just
the word plinth? Is that a thing that people don't like the word plinth?
plunge.
Plunge? That's quite nice. I quite like plinth and plunge.
Moist.
Moist is a bit grim. Yeah. Moist is a little bit grim.
Yeah, you're a little bit grim. Anyway, we went to Chester. Jesus. And then we just like walked around the city and it was really, really nice. And Chester's beautiful. Chester's
Yeah.
so nice. It's gorgeous. I don't think I'd ever been before. If I had, it was when I was Diddy and can't remember it. We're just in love with Roman cities.
Man, Chester is so good. Man.
I would
Chester
like to
is
go
so
home.
Good.
And that's all for today, folks.
Don't know why, I just felt
Please
the need.
can
I felt the
somebody-
need. I felt the need.
Send me reinforcements. Send me a will to live.
Reinforcements?
Yeah, I want to tag team with someone. 1 week on, 1 week off, please, Lord.
Oh dear. Well, at this rate, I think that's a second strike for me. That.
I think it actually is.
I'm getting
he's almost off.
dangerously close. Dangerously
He's almost
close.
off. I think you're doing it on purpose. I just think you don't want to do it anymore. It's like, I've had enough. I've had enough of her. Get rid.
Oh dear me.
But
Dear
yeah,
me.
so Chester was lovely.
Yeah.
And yeah, you went away to foreign somewhere. I was going to say Barcelona and immediately knew it was wrong. So
We nearly went to Barcelona. We
Nothing
nearly went to a lot
wrong.
of places. We were literally on my laptop, just on like Street View, dropping us down into places, going, maybe there. Yeah, maybe there. We had about 150 tabs of like
Holy
places we wanted to
shit,
go.
That would like, I'd be like,
No,
just pick
honestly,
one.
it was a good evening in. I tell you, deciding a holiday. I mean, I'm a proper
fairness.
grown up now.
Yeah, we've literally just done the same. I'm going to Dublin next week.
Comparing flight prices.
Awful.
Oh, 6 different monitors, like we're hacking into the CIA, just like. Eventually, we decided on Fuerteventura, one of the Canary Islands, which was
it nice?
very nice, very hot, very sunny,
I'm
very
so
nice.
jealous. I really want to go on a sunny holiday. Rob, if you're listening, take me on a sunny holiday.
Yeah, me and my girlfriend have never. I mean, we've been to nice places that have had nice weather,
Yeah.
but there's always been like not an itinerary, but we've always done a lot of things.
Yes,
We've
it's
always
been a doing holiday.
been here, done that, seen this site, done this, which we like being active, and,
Yeah.
and we will do that again in the future. But this was a change of pace. It was like beach,
Oh,
pool,
nice.
bit of beach, bit of pool,
Oh, I
bit more
like
beach.
that.
You know, it was just like nice
I
walks,
like
going nowhere in particular, a bit
Yeah.
of mini
How
golf.
long did you go for?
You know, 4 nights. So
That's a nice amount when you're doing a pool holiday, I think.
and the flights were at good times actually because we arrived early and left late, so it was like
nice.
perfect.
I like it.
Our main activity, again, kind of a Cavan&abbie's theme park review.
Doodly-doo-doo-doo. Yeah.
Was it roller coaster review or theme park?
It-
I don't know.
I
Anyway,
can't remember.
water park.
Oh, okay.
Never been to a water park before.
I thought you'd gone to Siam Park.
Never even heard of it, so I've definitely not been.
Oh, Lord. Oh.
Yeah, no. What is that? Where is that?
I don't know, but I'm sure you've told me you've been there.
Hmm.
Well, you clearly haven't
No.
if you've never been to a
I don't know why
water
I'm trying to
park
access
before.
I'm trying to access a memory I don't have here. What an
Sorry,
interesting...
carry on. I
Yeah,
got
yeah.
real confused there.
Yeah, we went to, and it didn't exist like when my girlfriend went as a kid. So my girlfriend had already been to Fuerteventura. So a few of the
Oh,
places was
okay.
like, oh, I remember this, I remember that, and like obviously a lot of it
Yeah,
hasn't
yeah, yeah, yeah,
changed
yeah.
because it's a sort of remote place and
Yeah.
they don't build skyscrapers or whatever. So a lot of it was just the same. But this water park was new. At least, well, it was celebrating its 10-year anniversary, so it wasn't that new, but...
Newish.
Yeah, and so we didn't know it existed until we were there. We booked it, like, the day before, because
That's
we were
a nice
literally
little surprise.
Googling, like, theme parks for fun, and then an article came up, like, the best theme parks in the Canary Islands. And we were, well, there's not going to be many of those. Clicked on it, and
How wrong
one
we
of them
were.
was not far away, so
Ace.
we went.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was very good. Very, very good.
Yeah?
Slightly different experience to a roller coaster because it's just you. It's you in the elements.
Yeah.
And you can go as quick as you want, really. So yeah, it was pretty extreme. Some of them were pretty scary and like.
I
just
struggle sometimes with
down,
water slides. I
yeah.
find them a lot more scary and a lot more like unsafe, I think. Yeah.
I think they are a bit more unsafe.
Yeah.
I think they are. Yeah. But they were really, really fun.
Good.
Yeah. Just great time. Never been. They don't really know what to expect, but it was the perfect weather for it and just
Nice.
lovely.
Nice.
Lovely. Little life hack if you're going to go to the water park on Fuerteventura. Don't pay €5 for a rubber ring, all right? Because if you just get into the park, there's little communal bits where you can get a ring. All the numpties were paying €5 to borrow a ring for the day for some of the
Oh, yeah.
slides to sit in. You know,
So
one
they
of those
had their
rings.
own ring.
Oh, you had to. For some of the rides, you had to have a ring because it's like
Yeah. But as in, like, they were just carrying a ring around that they'd bought or
No,
hired.
yeah, they'd hired it for €5, but obviously then the park was just full of like discarded rubber rings,
Yeah.
and some people when they've done with the ring, instead of giving it into the desk, they just put it in a communal ring share. And so we just shared.
Oh, that's good.
We just borrowed some rings. There are just like ones that you can borrow,
Yeah.
but for some reason on entry they kind of like trick you into thinking
Oh,
like this
that's
is
annoying.
this is your only chance to get a ring. It's not at all. So.
That's a bit cheeky.
A very specific bit of insider knowledge there for you, but worth noting
go.
down.
There you go.
Hopefully you take notes throughout all the episodes.
should
'cause you
do.
never know.
You should do. Good lord.
Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds really nice though. I love a little like little getaway like that.
Yeah,
I
really.
really want to go. I've not been somewhere like sunny for since before COVID.
Yeah.
I've not
I
been
think it
anywhere
was the
sunny.
furthest I've ever been from England.
Oh wow, oh, that's
yeah,
cool.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know, but off the top of my head, it's either.
Did you not go to New York, darling?
No, never been.
Did that
never
never
been
happen?
out. Never been out of Europe.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought
Fun fact for you.
Were
yeah.
you supposed to be going to New York?
I was.
Have
On a
okay.
on a school
That's
trip.
where I was. Yeah, that's where I was getting.
Paid the money and everything for a school trip to New York.
It just never happened.
Paid the deposit and everything. Never happened.
God.
Was refunded, obviously. But
Now they've got your money, suckers.
yeah, I know. No, yeah, I was fully ready, fully prepared.
Oh,
Never
that's
happened.
sad.
Very sad. Hopefully, I'll go one day because it is on my bucket list.
Yeah. It's fab. I love New York.
Yeah.
Oh, fab.
America in general, I just want to go. I want to see it.
Yeah,
I want to see the
yeah,
sights.
yeah.
I want to go to
it's
Vegas.
fun. Vegas is good. I want to go to Vegas now. I'm old enough to experience Vegas.
To go to the strip
'Cause-
clubs, yeah.
Yeah, because
what?
realistically,
What?
why else do you go? What's that song where she's like, I got party, I got that new one. Everyone.
Get the
at home.
kazoo out. I'll try and guess it.
Oh yeah.
I imagine you have one with you at all times. So.
I do. I won't be able to find this.
No.
People at home will know what I'm talking about, but it's in the
Will
song.
they?
Maybe. In the song, it's like, I've got a stripper on my lap. Or something. I don't know.
Okay. Right.
Let's just ignore that. Anyway.
Weird.
Yeah, I've only been on a plane once since before COVID. And my second time since before
Where's the
COVID.
furthest you've been from home?
I've been to LA, like
Oh, yeah. That's far.
West. Never each.
Doesn't really get much further.
West coast of
Yeah.
America. I'd probably say that that's as far that way as I've
One
been.
flight
One flight.
or two? Because that's a long
Two.
flight.
Two.
Yeah.
So we went to Toronto
Oh, nice.
and then
Nice.
went down to San Francisco.
Nice.
And then when we went to New York, we went through Dublin.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can do
yeah.
customs in Dublin. It's amazing.
Why is it better?
Because it just means that then when you get there, you don't have to faff. You can just get, like, so you get off your first plane,
Yeah.
do all of the faffing,
Yeah.
then get on your second plane.
Oh, yeah.
And then when you're there, you're already like you know, customs, immigration, all
Signed,
of that
sealed, delivered,
nonsense
yeah.
that you have to do. Already done. Bish, bash, bosh.
Oh.
So I have technically been to Dublin before, but only at the airport.
Yeah, I've never been to Ireland, Northern or mainland.
See, I have. I've been to Ireland.
Mainland Island, is that what they call it? I don't know. But I've never been to Ireland.
I think it's just northern. And
I've got an Irish name and I've
Ireland.
never been to Ireland.
God damn it.
A crime. I need to go to Cavan, the place
Yeah, you
in
do.
Ireland called Cavan, and simply to get a picture with the sign and then
Yeah.
go home.
And then go home.
That's
Yeah.
all I need
Yeah.
to do. Actually, talking about Ireland, I got into Guinness when I was in Forteventura.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
This
I
will be
dabbled.
like
I-
next, maybe not next week's, but the week after's episode, hopefully, when I will tell you about the Guinness factory. I am so excited.
My brother went as well. Meant to be good.
We're gonna
It's
get
meant
our
to be good.
face on a pint of Guinness, and I'm so excited.
Wow.
I'm so excited. I love Guinness. Guinness is like Guinness and whiskey.
You're such a
Mama.
bizarre drinker. I don't understand it. You don't like beer, normal beer,
No.
do you?
Well, I like it. I just
You never
would
choose
never
it.
choose
You
it.
never choose it, but then you do like Guinness,
I
which
love
kind of goes
Guinness.
against that. And then you
Love
like
it.
whiskey.
yeah, I'm a big whiskey drinker.
You've got a weird taste, man. I don't,
Nom, nom,
I
nom,
don't,
nom, nom.
I don't like
Love
it.
it. Love it. Yeah. So on the first day we get there, we're going to a whiskey bar because I'm a Scotch drinker. I don't drink Irish whiskey, so I'm really excited to go to an Irish whiskey place. We've got like an experience, like a tasting experience thing, which is I'm really excited. And then on the second day, we're going to the Guinness factory at like 11 o'clock in the morning. We're going to be pished all day. It's going to be amazing.
Wow.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And it's my birthday present that we're going because it's nearly my birthday.
Nice. Oh yeah, it's not far off your
Not far
birthday.
off.
What do you want? I'll get you something on the pod because you.
I don't think you've ever bought me a birthday present.
I feel like I have.
Maybe you did for my 21st.
Yeah, I feel
But
like I did.
okay, let's be real here. Hannah got me a birthday present and you just...
No, I got you whiskey. I got you bloody whiskey, and that was my idea. What? I don't want a reputation on this podcast as the unorganised one.
Oh, I never said you were unorganised. We just don't do presents. We've never done presents.
No.
Ever. We're not a present giver friendship, really.
No.
Birthdays, Christmas, none of it. We don't do any of it. We're just like,
You got me the
Merry,
Beauty,
happy,
the Beauty
yes.
and the Beast thing. That was
I
just.
did.
Was that just
That
for the
was a
camera?
holiday.
Was that just for the camera?
yes, it was.
Was that a hollow?
I saw it and
Present.
went, yeah, the podcast will like this.
Yeah, makes you look good. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll get you something for your birthday.
You better. I'm
podcast.
joking. But it's because Rob is like mega busy with
Yeah.
work. So he was like, let's go away now. Well, all right then.
Oh dear.
I'm excited.
Anyway, we're back.
We are back,
I
finally.
hope you enjoyed this episode.
Indeed.
We're should we call this like series 2 or something? I don't know. Are we doing series?
I don't know.
So far, it's been series 1. Are we now far enough in to warrant?
I don't know how many we've done.
We've done like 15, 14.
15?
We've done actually a surprising amount of them.
Oh, it doesn't say. It doesn't
No.
have like a number
No, it does.
system.
It does. It will. It will. I enter the number on each one on Spotify, so I bloody hope it comes up somewhere. Otherwise, there's no point me doing it. Does it not? No.
I can't.
Right. Well, thanks, Spotify, for making me do that every single time and have to count the episodes every single time because I always forget and enter in the number. You don't even
Yeah.
bother showing people. What's the point? There's just some man that works at Spotify going, oh, episode 15, lovely. Not going to show that to anyone else.
Yeah, I can't. It doesn't say
How
numbers
weird.
anywhere.
Well, we don't know what episode number it is, but it doesn't matter. Welcome to Series 2, Episode 1. That's right. I get to decide. Are you happy with this? We
13.
joint decision.
No, because we've done 13. We can't have a series with 13 episodes.
Welcome
Trey's
to
unlucky.
Series 1, Episode 14. Forget what I said, all right? 14.
I think we need to
we do
take
20?
some advice
20
from
and then
this episode. And that advice is never listen to Cavan.
We were meant to do, I think we said in the first one,
Go
how
on.
long is it until we miss a week? And I think officially we have broken our streak. I think now, the illness, we could
We
can
could
let
get away with.
slide,
The holiday,
but this was me just basically
Yeah.
missing a day.
and the illness we can allow because
Yeah.
that's like, you get them off work.
But I
Sick
actually-
pay, holiday pay.
I actually did
This was just
forget.
Cavan not showing up for his shift. Dock of pay.
Yeah, I know. I got a strike for it and I'll accept that. Anyway, thanks for listening and watching.
It's been a mad episode. We've just bounced from one thing
I
to
always
another.
struggle to title these.
Just call it, I'm struggling to title this.
I've already pretty much used that cop-out before,
God damn it.
so I'll come up with something interesting that
Yeah.
hopefully meant that you clicked on this. Thanks for watching. If you're on YouTube,
Thanks.
hit the thumbs up and do subscribe as well if you're watching, because a lot of people, big percent of the people that watch aren't subscribed, but you keep coming back, so may as well subscribe.
Please,
and
pretty
all the Spotify
please.
stuff and stuff.
Yeah,
You know-
and
you know
also
what's up.
socials. Purely on Instagram and on TikTok.
Yeah, one
Head
last
on
thing.
over.
We do have a Patreon. It's
We
down in the description for bonus clips and stuff. So
It's exciting. Today we've got some cracking content.
Oh yeah, we actually have as well. That's not a lie. We actually have.
Not a lie.
Yeah.
So don't miss out. Bye.
Bye.